effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement. This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement. This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the atom effect. Join the movement. This is the atom effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone.
Don't never let anybody take your belief in yourself away from you because they hurting inside. Don't you never let nobody do that. Always believe in who you are in the darkest moments, man. In the darkest moments, when you at that pain, when you at the bottom, know that you're gonna get back up. But you gotta believe it.
It took me 10 years to learn this, but I will teach it to you in 1 minute. 1, life waits for nobody. Get up every day and keep pushing through no matter what. 2, make sure you take good care of yourself. If something happens to you, the world will move on and you will fall behind. 3, if you don't work to build your dream life, someone will hire you to build theirs. 4, work in silence. Celebrate in private. People love to ruin things. 5, don't regret your past. Just learn from it and move on. 6, no one cares. Work harder to become better each day. 7, ignore advice from anyone who doesn't live the life you want to live. 8, rule over your emotions. A calm mind can handle any situation. 9, if you find someone better than you, don't hate. Ask them for advice and cooperate with them. 10, you're truly at peace with yourself when you mind your own business.
Shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. This is the Black Pill Podcast. Yes, sir. We in the building, man. My bad, I'm in here late. Like I said, I'm in the transition period right now in my life. So I got things going on with these apartment people, bruh.
But what the hell, boy?
They be tripping on me. We're going to play a quick song and we're going to get started. Shout out to Rumble. Shout out to YouTube. If you're on YouTube, answer the poll in the chat if you've seen the footage already. If not, it's all good. Let us know what you think in the comment section. We're going to play a song real quick. And after we play that song while I set up, then we're going to start the show. Let me see. We'll put this one away. We're gonna play a song real quick. 1 second. Here we go. What song should we play? Properties. We're gonna play No Sleep. We're gonna play No Sleep. Should we play No Sleep? It's kind of early. We're not gonna play No Sleep. We're gonna play Shooting movie clips. I don't know. I will play No Sleep. Fuck it. We get started after this.
Nope.
All right, man, I'm back in here. I was just trying to set up on YouTube as well. Not YouTube, on what is it called? On Facebook, man. I was trying to set up on Facebook. Yeah, man, it's been wild. These last few days I've been all over the place. Sad situation, but it is what it is. Not sad, just annoying. Let me see. Morning show. Good morning, everybody. I'm gonna start putting a timer in here because the show's always ready like 20 minutes before, and then I pop in 20 minutes late. I'm gonna start doing like how Kevin Samuels did. Rest in peace to the GOAT. I'm gonna do like how Kevin Samuels did, bro. I'm gonna do like how Kevin Samuels did, and I'm gonna start popping up and have a little timer on this thing. You feel me? Let me see. Post details. Publish a poll, blah, blah, blah. Let me see. Hold on, I'm just popping out the chat. Let me pop out that chat. Boom. Boom. Yeah, I'm gonna start having a timer. And y'all just vibe to the music while I set up the time frame for everything. And yeah, that's how we gonna do it. And I gotta pull myself up because I'm all over the place today because everything was all discombobulated. What happened was, you know, I was telling y'all rent due, pay y'all rent. So these ninjas, shout out to my apartment people. See, I look wild right now. I look wild right now. Shout out to everybody. Hold on. But yeah, I was telling y'all pay y'all rent. I was telling y'all pay y'all rent because rent's doing stuff, and then my apartment people charged me like an extra $600, and I was like, I was mad confused, right? So I was confused. So imagine I'm sitting there like, what the hell? So I said, okay, I'm gonna go pay some down and I'm gonna go talk to them tomorrow. So imagine it say -600. So first I was confused because it said -600. So I say, okay, I'm gonna go pay it down. So when I go pay it down, imagine how it increased to -900. I said, I thought it was over, bro. So that's why I'm in here late. I had to go talk to them and tell them, hey, you guys made a mistake. And after a good little conversation, they said, yeah, we did make a mistake. We're sorry about that. And we're sorry that you had to see that. So, I mean, it's all good. We all good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hold up. I got to put my hats on. Y'all know what it is. I like to wear my hats. I don't got my hair no more, but my hair grows fast. So my hair is actually coming back already. Am I going to grow it again? I talked to my brother about it. He was like, oh, you got to grow up. You got to grow up. I'm like, bro, but I love my hair. He's like, oh, but the hair means nothing. So I don't know if I'm going to grow it back. Maybe I'll do a fade. I don't know yet. We'll see. But anyways, like I said, we got a good show for you guys today. And this show is going to be explicit. Let me preface that. Let me say that right now. This show is going to be explicit. And it's not because of me. Shout out to Cam'ron. Is his name Cam'ron? We're going to call him Cam. This Ninja Cam was wilding. So we're going to discuss that at the main event. Like I said, Cam'ron asking the exotic dancer, the Punisher, to give explicit details about the hookup sessions with Cassie and Diddy in the most unfiltered way. So with that being said, yeah, this show is going to probably be explicit. Don't be mad at me. Don't shoot the messenger. 1 second. Let me X out my internet so there's no issues here. Boom. All right, we good. All right, yeah, so like I said, man, let's start with the show. Let's see what's popping off. Let me go to Instagram. Let's see what's going on the net. We got Kylie Jenner sharing her boob job specs. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. I got no idea how to feel about that. It is what it is. I thought she never got anything done from what she said. Oh no, we know she got something done. Never mind.
What the hell?
Yeah, my bad. So she got 445. What? She got 445 or 445 cc, moderate profile, half under the muscle, silicone. Garth Fisher. Hope this helps. LOL. Let's see what the comments say. All them Latinas calling care credit right now. She's honest about it. That's a W within itself. Did y'all know Donald Trump shut down JobCore and hundreds of kids have nowhere to go and they aren't given any resources to pivot? Ninja. Well, we got that today on the show for you guys. Shout out to President DJT. We got that on the show today. Like I said, this show, the black pill, for those of you who find your way to my page, smoke, mirrors, and truth. Take the black pill and see for yourself. Yes, sir. With that being said, we're going to discuss some of those things today. We have a new segment. I'm going to get better with the segments so that way I can make better transitions and that way the show can be more organized. Right now, it is a bit discombobulated, if that's a word, right? It's a bit discombobulated. I apologize. Like I said, I'm in a transition phase. So really, I can take it in a high gear. Like right now, you might think I'm going hard. In my eyes, I'm not going hard. We got another request. I'm not even finna answer. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna take it in a high gear once I figure out my whole living situations. So if y'all ninjas want to donate, help donate. Ninja gotta move soon. So I gotta figure out my living situation. But once I get into my next place that I stay in, whether it be a house or an apartment, yeah, we'll go from there. I'm really finna kick it in a high gear. Past that, this is what I was referring to. Like I said, this is the main event. I'll give you guys a quick preview so that way you can see what I'm talking about. And I mean, you can go watch Cam's show. I'm just reporting on it from my own interpretation because this ninja was wilding. And I'll let you guys see about 20 seconds and then we'll discuss that in the main event. So that way you understand the point of today's show. Because I think sometimes we go too far as men and there's a time and place. But like I said, everybody doing it for the gram now. Everybody doing it for the clout now. So I don't know what's what no more. We're living in Black Mirror, people. Here we go. Hold up. I gotta add the sound. Hold on. Here we go.
Pussy though.
Hold on. Y'all gotta hear this.
I mean, bro, even if it was fire.
Bro, was the pussy good, family? Let's stop the political shit. We was hard.
Now, gentlemen, like I said, shout out to Cam. Cam is a grown man, so Cam is gonna do whatever he does. As grown men, we can disagree. I'm not saying he was wrong for saying whatever he said, but I don't know if now was the right time because, you know, everything that's going down with the case. Now, like I said, we're going to discuss it in the main event, and that's where I wanted to know, and that's the question in the poll on YouTube, and everybody can answer this question. Did Cam go too far with his statements? Because, you know, it's a pivotal time. Now, at the same time, you know, we see victims on the black pill. I have no issues with Cam. I have no issues with Cassie. I do think I don't want to say she was complicit in the whole situation, but I do think she was a part of the situation. Like I said, we don't shame, abuse people or whatever the case may have you, but we'll discuss that in the future. So that's going to be the main event. We just gave y'all 20 seconds of that just to let y'all know. Like I said, it's going to be an explicit show, but back to what I was saying, things we have to show you guys. First things first. Let me see. First things first, we're gonna hit Law and Order with Black Adam. Let's get it. So Law and Order with Black Adam. Let's get it. First things first, we have this woman right here. This person posted this. I don't know if this is true or not, but this is why I tell y'all people is Looney Tunes out here in these streets. Please take today as a learning example and teachable moments. That's what we're gonna say. Teachable moments. So supposedly, you guys might not be able to see the writing, or if you're listening in while you're at work or whatever the case may have you. Basically, there's writing on this video, right? And the writing says, I'm being stalked and harassed by the neighbor next door who is mentally unstable. The leasing office nor the police is not doing anything to help. I don't know whether or not this is true. So this lady is going through some mental issues. And if y'all know this lady, y'all get this lady some help. If you know this ninja, y'all go help this ninja out. Because this is why I don't play with people. Here we go right here. Let me put the volume down so we don't kill nobody's ears. So she knocking on the door every day. And she just
Made a threat just now, I think. Now it's another day, and she knocking on the door. I know God. Look, God protect me from this negativity. Hell no.
But what the hell, boy?
Yeah, sometimes people take it too far, bro. Oh, here we go. She just said, I hate you, Ninja. So this is the same lady coming back every other day. Now she just brought dirt, and now she dropping dirt doing witchcraft at the front of his door. Oh, nah, bro. And she tweaking. She tweaking. Now she trying to open the door. You see it? And that's why I keep weapons on me in case somebody got to go in the dirt. Damn, bro. Hopefully this not no demonic ritual.
But what the hell, boy?
But if they did a demonic ritual to me, you guys just got it done to you. I'm here to tell you guys, yeah, man, protect yourself out here in these streets because people are crazy. I try to tell y'all, and y'all don't believe me, so now I bring proof to reinforce my point that I'm making. These ninjas out here Looney Tunes, bro. Look at this. Oh, that's pretty much it. Like I said, she keep coming back to say hello in different ways, and she being weird. I don't know. Maybe she like him. Maybe she like him. I don't know. I think that's what it is. In other news, we got King Yella discussing how when Tory got set up, it must have been well, it was a setup when he got set up, right? And the reason why is because nobody got up and fought after everything that happened. Here we go.
First of all, see, he not a member. I don't know, he out there thugging, the niggas act like they with him, but obviously he was paying for protection or whatever was.
Teachable moments, by the way, people. Teachable moments. Stay out the streets. And shout out to the rappers that find their way to my page. I'm a rapper myself. I'm not interested in doing no criminal activities with none of you ninjas. I'm putting it out there on the flow. I want no parts. I'm snitching. I'm snitching. And I'm not really finna snitch, but I'm gonna say I'm a snitch just so you guys stay away from me. Let's continue.
What's going on? Well, taking care of niggas here. Obviously, when something like that happen, because it's a race.
Yeah, race war.
Automatically.
Oh, and that's another thing. So look, another thing y'all don't know, or some of y'all do, because now social media shows us what the world really looks like. It's politics, like politicking. When y'all hear politicking, it's politics going on in the penitentiary. So it's like, first off, if you go to the pen, 9.8 times out of 10, you're joining a gang. Yes. You're going to be a part of the gang. Now, the gangs are usually based off of race, but then there's other gangs, you know, because depending on the outside, if you were part of a gang initially, you might become part of a different gang on the inside. And that's why I say it's this whole thing that they got going on that you want no parts of because it's a revolving door. And once you get in too deep, you can't get out. It's like, imagine being in quicksand and you trying to get out, you trying to dig out, you're going to get stuck still. You can try and dig out, but you have to pull yourself out, and it's damn near impossible to pull yourself out without breaking some bones. So yeah, man, it's like race wars up in there. So, you know, it's like the white people be with the white people, Latino brothers be with the Latino brothers, black people be with the black people. And then, you know, they got the gangster disciples and then the Hoovers and all this stuff. And shout out to the gang affiliated people that find their way to my page and tell me that I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't give a damn. I'm trying to educate. If you could do better, please invest in the information or invest in the stuff that I have and do the same thing that I'm doing. Let's continue.
That's hands down. He black, he got stabbed by a Mexican. It's going up like that.
You see what I'm saying?
That's automatic. It's not no, that's how you know it was set up, dang.
Yeah.
Ain't no way possible that you stabbed 14 times and the yard just stayed regular.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no way possible. That whole was set up. The guards probably knew it was finna happen.
Yep.
Everything. Fool want to get his little clout, a little 30 minutes of fame with this shit. Ain't that.
But y'all think, but a lot of people saying, oh, you know, everybody on the net, right? Everybody on the internet talking about, oh, it's not a setup. Oh, Tory just mad because he had to be in jail. No. Real, as they like to say, I don't like to use this term, but we gonna use this term. Real ninjas know, okay? Real ninjas know what's really going down. And what's really going down, that was a whole setup, bro. Here we go.
Bro, you can't even do it. Like, you touch them automatically, bro, that gonna shake.
Yeah, you gotta put in work. You can't just do that.
And Charleston White, I think, made that same point, and so did somebody else. They made that same exact point. It's like, hold up, he's got touched by somebody from another race. It's supposed to automatically go up.
That's automatic, hands down. There's nothing to talk about. It's growing up.
Look, so like I tell y'all, bro, that's why I tell y'all stay out the pen. I said it in the song, in my song Adapt. I said, politicking had me fucked up. And really what it was is you don't really know what you're getting into. A lot of times, no matter what you do in life, right? Job, and that's why I say the game never changes, only the players. So it could be a job, it could be a business, it could be a new hobby that you take on. You don't actually know what you're getting into until you know what you're in. Like, you don't know until you're in it. You don't know what you're trying to get into. So once you realize what you're trying to get into, at that point, you say, okay, am I going to go deeper, or I'm going to say, hey, this ain't for me? I'm here to tell you, when it comes to that street shit, most of you ninjas is not that hard. And I'm tough as nails, okay? I'm not that tough, but I could take a beating. You feel me? I could cut somebody, do whatever, right? I'm tough. I don't think I'm that tough to be in prison with a bunch of men that have no common sense and you can't reason with them. I'd rather not be in that position, so I'd rather play square. That's just me. Shout out to the squares everywhere. That's just me. Now if you want to act like you from the concrete jungle, gorilla, whatever, hey man, salute. You know why we saluting you? Because your casket has already been set. And it's probably not going to be your time to go. But besides the point, anyways, continuing on with the news, because that's not what today's show's about. Like I said, we got shout out to Cam'ron. Cam'ron made the show, bro. Before we get into Cam'ron, big pause. Before we get into Cam'ron, we got Megan Thee Stallion describing how she was shot. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion looking fine at her model thing. She was doing something. She was looking good at the modeling thing. Here we go. Hold up. That's her thing with Gayle King. Let me see.
Is standing up over the window, shooting.
This nigga in the back seat. I get out the car. I'm done arguing. I don't want to argue no more. I get out. I'm walking away. This nigga from out the back seat of the car starts shooting me.
In the car, shooting from the car, Megan. He is standing.
But what the hell? What?
You need to leave.
Imagine this was tea. This is coffee, but if this was tea, I'm sipping my tea.
Up over the window, shooting.
This nigga in the back seat. I get out the car. I'm done arguing. I don't want to argue no more. I get out. I'm walking away. This nigga from out the back seat of the car starts shooting me.
But what the hell, boy?
Anywho, like I said, shout out to Cam from the Bronx or whatever, from 39 40th Street. I don't know. We all like to talk about the blocks we don't own and shit. For me personally, if y'all want to know where I'm from, I guess I grew up. I moved a lot. I moved probably like 10 or 11 times, been in a bunch of houses. I stayed with people. I'm from 141. I'm from the west side, northwest. Y'all know what it is. If this is a gang side, I'm from the west side. Y'all know what it is. Yeah, we got Cam right here. And this is old, but do you remember this? This is when Diddy apologized after the video. So this is when the video first came out with Cassie. Should I show this? Nah, we gonna wait. That's part of the main event. We gonna wait. But shout out to Cam because he made the show. Shout out to Cam because he made the show. Like I said, Law and Order, 1 second. Law and Order with Black Adam. Let's see what's happening here. We have somebody being arrested for what? I don't actually know. Let me see.
Arrested, yes, sir.
For what?
Because you urinated on a table while people were eating. No.
Whoa.
What else?
Yeah, we kind of frown upon that.
Now I'm gonna have to fight this one. You know this, right?
Well, that's what court's for, sir. What I need you to do right now is go ahead and take off your shoes and your socks for me.
And I pissed where?
You pissed on a table while people were eating.
No, I did not do that unless you have documented information on that.
Take off the shoes or else I'm going to assist you, sir.
Keep this.
Paul.
Make sure you keep this.
I'm going to ask you one more time.
You abuse me in America. That's a cracker right there.
Shout out to my white brothers and sisters everywhere. He said that's a cracker. Now this is something they say, well, hold on, let me let this continue a little bit. Hold up.
We appreciate you not using racial terminology, sir. Yeah.
So look, I don't know. I'm confused. So is cracker a slur? Because, I've dealt with, first off, shout out to the white women I've dealt with in my life. Shout out to the white women I've dealt with. So, yes, even Black Adam. Unfortunately, Black Adam is a swirler. Yes, I'm a swirler. Sometimes. It depends. It depends on how I'm feeling. I'll be a swirler. But besides the point, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I had this one white lady that I dealt with way back when, and she told me, she was like, you know, white people complain about all this stuff. You know, she's white, so she could say this, right? She's like, what's funny is white people don't have any actual racial slurs that are geared towards them, yet they complain about everything. And I was like, you make a good point. You make a good point. And I was telling her, I was like, yeah, back home in Florida, we'd be like, oh yeah, you know, you cracker or whatever. And she was like, wow, so what, I'm a cracker, like what, am I saltines? And I was like,
but what the hell, boy?
I was like, good point. But she made a good point to me. It's an older lady, but shout out to her. I forgot what her name was. But yeah, she told me that, and I was like, damn, she made a good point. So I don't know, is cracker considered a racial terminology? Because she was like, so what if I'm crackers? I don't know what to say to that. And you know, I ain't know what to say either. I ain't know what to say. But yeah, that's an interesting point. White people don't have any actual racial slur geared towards them. If you guys know one, please let me know. Maybe lower income white people, and I guess that would be the term redneck. But I'm not entirely sure whether or not that's even a slur at this point, because some of them proudly say that. Just like ninjas, right? Somebody proud. A lot of ninjas out here say, I'm proud. I'm a ninja and I'm proud. And I'm like,
but what the hell, boy?
So I don't know what to believe, but here we go.
Deep South.
If this is a racial terminology, if this is a racial slur, hey, sorry, YouTube, Facebook, hey, don't ban me. I was just asking, I'm begging the question. They brought it up. They brought it up to the show. I'm just playing it. Don't get mad at your boy. Here we go.
Crackers. White man can say it too.
What's this key?
Yeah, and a white man can say it too, just like all the white people and the brown people. Look, just like all the white men that say the N-word behind closed doors and on social media. Shout out to them, right? Right? Just like all the Latino people who are like white Latino, right? Who say that because we're black and brown and we're supposed to be united, that they can say the N-word, right? Right? Just like Indian people, shout out to Punjabi. I don't even know what Punjabi is, but I like the way it sounds. Just like the Indian people that say the N-word and say that they're black too, so they can say the N-word, right? I'm confused. I'm just confused. And like I said, you know, on the black pill is smoke mirrors truth. Take the black pill and see for yourself. I'm confused as to these correlations, because it's interesting to me that people get mad at black people for having an issue with that and say, oh, you guys say it to each other and in your music. But if we tell you to stop saying it, it's a problem. I don't get it. I don't get it, because if we actually use the racial terminology, like if I say some of the racial slurs, and we know the slurs, right? We know the slurs. For example, shout out to my Mexican brothers and sisters and my Latino brothers and sisters. I love all of you, right? I grew up in a household where I had I had like my stepmom. Shout out to my stepmom. My stepmom is Hispanic, so shout out to the Hispanic community. Yeah. For those of you who always wondered how I was with these Spanish girls, because I kind of understood the dynamic. But besides the point, yeah, man, you know, they be calling Spanish people, they call them Edgars. I'll be like, so can I say that? I don't know. We just gonna leave it right there. But there's worse terminology, and my thing is, you know, it's crazy because they'll tell you that when they say the N-word to you, they're saying it like, you know, they rock with you and it's a respect thing. But if I say the racial slur to them, they'll consider it a disrespect thing. I don't know. That's America for you. Shout out to America, bro. Best country in the world. This shit make no sense, bro. That's why I told y'all in the song, I said politic had me fucked up, because it's all fake, even charity. Let's continue.
Too, sir.
At your mother's house.
Really?
At your mother's house.
I'm sure your mother would be very proud to hear you speak like that.
Mother loves me.
Go ahead and stand up. We're going to step right in here, sir.
Oh.
Going right over here. Put your arms down. Put your hands down by your side.
Now walk. Now we do it. Told you, baby.
You don't know anything about the military, sir?
Oh, yes, I do.
Really? What branch of service were you in?
What do you mean?
Exactly. You're being arrested.
All right, we're gonna play. Hey, shout out to these people in this. I don't know if this is real. I don't know if it was real, if it was a skit. You know, you can never tell anymore if it's real or if it's a skit, and that's why the dead internet theory is starting to become very more and more real every day. But you can't tell, because normally when you try and record a police officer, shout out to the pigs. No disrespect to the police. We need the police, because I don't want to be around you ninjas without the police here. But yeah, you know, if you try and record the police, a lot of times they be like, oh, don't record me. You're recording a private scene or whatever. You know, they be tweaking. So I don't know if this is real or if this was fake, but we're going to run it back. Here we go.
Yes, sir.
For what?
Because you urinated on a table while people were eating.
What else?
Yeah, we kind of frown upon that.
Now,
Yes, sir.
we're gonna fight this one. You know this, right?
Well, that's what court's for, sir. What I need you to do right now is go ahead and take off your shoes and your socks for me.
And I pissed where?
You pissed on a table while people were eating.
No, I did not do that unless you have documented information on that.
Hey, and that's what you tell them. Hey, good point. Good point, brother. Hey, say, bro, good point, brother. Hey, when the police pull you down, whatever, they say they had you doing this. Do you have documented information? Do you have documentation on that? Do you have a video of me doing this? I need to see proof, because other than that, no, I did not do it. And I'm here to tell you, Ninja, even if they got proof, y'all don't like when I say Ninja. I'm not saying the N-word on here because there's too many people watching. But like I said, if they say, you know, if they show you proof that you did whatever they say you did, I'm here to tell you, say, that's not me. Deny it till you die, okay? Deny it till you die. That's the best thing you can do in today's society. Deny till you die. I ain't do it. I ain't do it. I ain't do it. I don't care what nobody said. I ain't do it. That's fake. AI is a real thing. I don't believe I did it. If I don't look exactly like how I look right now at this very instant, I ain't do it.
Take off the shoes or else I'm going to assist you, sir.
Y'all answer that poll in the chat, though.
I'm going to ask you one more time.
Abuse me in America. That's a cracker right there.
Oh.
We appreciate you not using racial terminology, sir.
Yeah. Deep South, crackers. White man can say it too.
Hey, shout out to the Deep South. I'm in here. What up, Texas? We in the Brazilian, man. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I like it out here. I don't know about y'all. Well, not all. You know, I don't rock with a lot of people. First off, I stay by my lonely, but I've met a lot of cool ass people. Like, look, like even some white people, right? Like where I'm from, I ain't really grow up with too much white people. A lot of people don't know that. I'm from Miami, Florida. Shout out to Miami. 305 time in the casket. You dig, right? So we only had 2 before I got to college. I'm saying like post, what is it? Secondary school or post-secondary school? Whichever one. I didn't grow up with many white, like actual white people. Our white people were the Spanish people. So coming up as a youngin', I knew one white girl, and I can say her name on here because y'all don't know her. Her name Tanner. Shout out to Tanner if y'all remember Tanner. But yeah, we had one Jewish kid. Shout out to Lance. Yeah, I got really good memory, people. Shout out to Lance. Past that, I don't know. I ain't really mixed with people like that, so I don't really know too much about the rest of them if they were around. But yeah, so when I came out to Texas, it was a different world. I was like, damn, it's a lot of people with a lighter complexion. I remember when I first came, I still had my Miami mentality. So for people who don't know, people from Miami, like people from actual Miami, not just like motherfucking I don't even know, like Fort Lauderdale and the Palm Beaches. Shout out to Broward, but I'm saying like Dade County, right? Like Miami-Dade County. If you're from Miami-Dade County, we're very, very cliquey. We're friendly, but if we don't know you, we're not just gonna approach you and be like, hey, what's up, and start talking to you. We consider that weird. In our eyes, right, the way we look at it, you're trying to set us up. My bad, I accidentally hit the microphone. Yeah, so in our eyes, you're trying to set us up. So when you come up like, oh, hey, you know, you just start talking, we looking at you like,
But what the hell, boy?
And then we look at each other like, yo, whose man's is this, bro? But yeah, so, you know, when I pulled up to Texas, I remember I came through, you know, I'm young. How old? I was 20. I was 20 when I came out here by myself. I was 20, man. Youngin'. No common sense. I had no common sense. I was just trying to make a way for myself. And yeah, I remember I came out. I remember this white dude came up to me, he just started talking to me, and I'm like, and he's like, why are you looking like that? And I'm like, oh, I mean, I don't, you know, I don't know what to think here. And he's like, oh, I'm just being polite. This is something that we do. And then, you know, he seen my tag and he was like, oh, you're from Florida. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, it's a different world out here. And yeah, it's a different world out here. Shout out to Texas. Even then, it's weird. It's a different world out here. Things are different. How do I say this? Like, people are cliquey out here too, but it's so weird because everybody knows everybody from Houston to Dallas to Austin to Corpus. It's so weird. I don't know how everybody knows everybody because it's big. So it's a lot of mother effers out here, but majority of people know the majority of people. And I'm guessing it's because of school or some shit, or social media. But yeah, a lot of people know everybody out here. But yeah, there's some friendly people out here, some cool people out here, some weirdos. You just gotta, you you gotta pay attention to what's going on around you. So shout out to my white brothers and sisters. Yes, sir.
What's this key to, sir?
Let's continue, man. Let's see what else we got popping off. We got this lady right here. For those of you who don't know, first off, let me start by saying I don't do red pill content. I don't do red pill content. I don't give a damn about that ish. I'm trying not to cuss because it's early. I mean, it's 12 o'clock somewhere. It's 2 o'clock somewhere. I don't give a fuck about all that red pill shit and all that bullshit. You know why? Because people look at you like you're crazy. Now, always remember, guys, when y'all hear the red pill, shout out to my white brothers and sisters. The red pill is something that originated from white people. That's the white man's mentality of, I need a conservative woman, whatever, boomity boom boom. So, like I said, when y'all hear the Black Pill podcast is not an actual pill. It's a performative or metaphorical pill. And like I said, it's smoke, mirrors, truth. Take the black pill and see for yourself. So right here, we have this woman who supposedly has slept with in one sitting, because y'all didn't just be talking about Cassie and talking about Cassie like that kind of stuff. Shout out to this white woman right here. I don't know, white people, y'all got to get this work today, bruh. Y'all getting this work today, bruh. Y'all gonna get the y'all gonna get put in the coffin today. But yeah, so this lady right here I slept with in one session over 1,000 men. Ninja. Now, I don't give a damn, right? Me personally, I don't give a damn because I'm not sleeping with this woman. So me personally, I don't care what these girls do unless I'm giving them access to myself. If you have no access to me, I could give a shit what you do. You want to go do what you want to do in these streets? Hey, bro, if you like it, I love it, bro. If you like it, I love it. And look, personally, the way I feel is like every man should have the same sentiment, because at the end of the day, we don't own these girls. Fellas, I'm here to tell you, you don't own these girls. These girls belong to the government. You want proof? Here's the proof. When you marry these women and you sign that legal contract, that woman becomes officially property, or you guys both. I don't know specifically because I'm not married, but what I do know is that marriage is property of the state, of whatever state you got married in. And if you divorce, guess what? There is no you own this girl, she's your property. When you divorce, she takes half of your property. And I'm not saying that to deter anybody from marriage. I'm just saying it is what it is, people. Shout out to this lady right here. Let me play the video because y'all know I can keep on talking. Here we go.
Discriminate whether you're married, 18 or 80. I'll take anybody. My opinion.
And I believe she's not American. I believe she's from the UK. Crikey. Shout out to Steve Irwin.
Is that I think you're actually a really pretty girl. My fact is that you are a whore. This is what my face looks like after taking 1,000 men. 1,000.
I need better sounds. I need better sounds, bro. Bro, I need better sounds, bro. I don't even know what to say, bro. 1,000 men. Hey, but look, like I said, fellas, if you say something about it, bro, they gonna turn around and point the finger at you. So that's why I say let these bras do what they gotta do. Shout out to the ladies.
Hello.
Shout out to the ladies. They gonna do what they gotta do, bro. Let them do what they gotta do, bro. Mind your business. Just be like, damn, that's crazy. And that's another thing we do in Miami. We be like, damn, that's crazy. And we keep on going like we ain't see nothing, because if you say something about it in a world where everybody fighting for attention, death comes to those who say something about it and they too loud about it. So even me, I gotta be mindful. I've had people try to harm me by speaking the truth. Isn't that crazy, people? That's facts, though. It's facts. And that's just what it is. I'm a true speaker. I'm a knowledge seeker, so I'm gonna say what I gotta say. And if you don't like it, guess what? You can go kick rocks with no shoes on. But let's continue.
57 men. 1,000 men. 1,000. 1,057. I'd happily take someone like on their 18th birthday. Like, no problem. Because they're 18. 25. That's disgusting.
She's 25, people.
But what the hell, boy?
I love it. No, it's rancid. There's just no self-respect.
Rancid is the right term. Shout out to Rancid. Rancid is the right term.
There, or like no self-worth at all. I've got over 600,000 subscribers and earn over 2 million a month. I think there's a lot of people that do not find it disgusting.
Like I said, guys, for the gram. These people gonna do it for the gram. These people gonna do it for the gram. Hey, bro. Hey. And she liked the promo. This free promo for her, so y'all don't get mad at me. Shout out to the women. Don't get mad at me. I'm promoting her. Shout out to this lady and whatever she do. Her name is Bonnie Blue.
And I've worked so hard for years and years and years.
Oh, and what I was saying earlier, I actually forgot. The reason why I don't align with the red pill is because the same ninjas promoting this red pill is the same ninjas buying the OnlyFans. Did I just expose that? Did I just expose that? The same ninjas complaining about these girls is the same ninjas buying them OnlyFans, because how are these people still in business if you don't like what they're doing? Somebody's paying for it. Those same people. Now let me do you one better. Me personally, I've never actually purchased the OnlyFans. I probably have to go make one so nobody takes my name and likeness, my brand, Black Adam, and the Adam Effect and the core and shit like that. But yeah, it don't make sense for me to purchase pornography, right? It doesn't make sense for me to purchase that when I grew up in a time where it's free. I don't care how good it is. I'm gonna keep going to them websites that I'll go to watch my stuff for the free ski. Now, niggas might say, oh, you broke, you ain't got no money, you don't want to pay. Hey, bro, you right, bro. You right, bro. It is what it is. I'm balling on a budget. I don't got time to pay these girls that's promoting the same videos, and then they probably fucking with AI and all this bullshit. Here we go.
Stop being objectified sexually and to be shown that we are actually more capable of things than we're supposed to be than just as a sexualized object. And you're out here saying, actually, no, I'm a slut. I'll lay down and let anyone fuck me.
So these officers are gonna let me go early.
But what the hell,
Yeah, y'all don't get mad at me, bro. I'm just the messenger. Don't be mad at your boy. Let me see.
The idea that I don't know who's going to be inside of me. There was times I was in doggy and I'd turn around and I would have no idea who's in the back of me. Every 40 seconds, somebody new was inside of me.
But to be out there so...
You ninjas ain't got no stroke game. Let me start there, bro. Y'all niggas ain't got no stroke game, bro. That's crazy, bro. 40 seconds? I'm going at least 20 minutes, bro. I'm going at least 20 minutes. And the kitty cat could be fire. I'm still doing 20 because I got to do my big one. Secondly, I'm a retired athlete, people. I used to play football. I used to play basketball, not just high school. I'm saying in culmination. I played basketball, football, track. I did swimming. I was an athlete, okay? So I'm putting in work. I'm going to work. I'm going to work. Let's continue.
Publicly with it, when there's little girls that are going to see this and maybe one day be confused or be stuck.
I will raise my daughter to be independent and to follow her dreams. If that is to 1,000 people, I'll be there with a banner supporting her the whole way. So
that's somebody's daughter, people. That's somebody's daughter. She says she'll support her daughters no matter what with a banner all the way. So hey, I mean, you know, yeah, I mean, y'all tell us what y'all think in the comments, bro. I don't know how to feel about that. Personally, that's not my business. But like I said, the reality of the situation is you got to train your kids better, okay? And I'm not saying her specifically. I'm saying you that's watching, right? And shout out to the kids that find their way to my page. You're not supposed to be on here, okay? So get off of here because this is for 18 and up. This is adult entertainment. Besides the point, yeah, y'all got to train y'all kids better, bro, because unfortunately, the reality of the situation is your kids are going to potentially come into contact with that person's kids, right? This person right here. Hold on, I got to get in the camera. Your kids may come into the contact with the kids of this person, and you got to prepare your kids to practice mindfulness and be aware that these kind of people exist out here and how to protect themselves. Because guess what? If you don't have the conversation with your kids, and I know it might be an uncomfortable conversation, if you don't have the conversation with your kids, the way society is designed and set up, somebody else is going to happily have the conversation with them. And I have to say it like that because it's the truth. So look, for example, sex education. If you don't sit there and have the conversation with your kids about sex education, the school will happily try and have that conversation with your kids. Now, there are parents who like that kind of shit. You know, sex, they sign a paper or whatever. Guess what? I'm here to tell you, if you don't sign that paper and you ain't teach your kids what it was at the crib, your kids are going to sign that paper from peer pressure. Their kids are going to turn around and sign that paper themselves and go learn about the education. Yes, it's like that out here in these streets because we have this thing called, and I was explaining it to my brother, shout out to Rich the engineer. I was explaining it to him the other day. It's called hive mind thinking. So majority of the United States and the world have a hive mind thinking because we're still animals. We're just coming out of our barbarianism now. Like I said, even with slavery, not to make this a race thing. I do realize there's people that's still alive. That there's people still alive that was on plantation. Shout out to my boy Ewu. My boy Ewu, right? My boy Ewu, his dad, and I mean, I could say this, I don't think he'll trip about it. His dad lived on a plantation. Like he was a youngin' growing up on a plantation. It's really out here like that. That's real shit, people. So when I say these things, this is where I'm speaking from. This is the knowledge and the experience I have and I gain from other people. So yeah, like I said, when it comes to your kids, if y'all don't have them conversations with y'all kids, Her kids gonna have them conversations with her kids. They gonna be on OnlyFans. The boys gonna be on OnlyFans talking about, I seen your mom, all this stuff. They gonna be doing all kind of weird shit, people. So please be mindful. Okay, let's continue.
Do you condone cheating?
Yeah. Let's get this out. Let's get a in and we can ask the guy who's tighter.
I don't even know what to press. What do you press? Bro, what do you press? I gotta get more sounds. I'm gonna get more sounds.
I'm pretty sure I know the answer.
It's like hard work to get this body count.
Duh.
I
Yeah,
don't
man.
discriminate
Hey.
whether you're married, 18 or 80.
So when they say, look, so when they say black girls is fast, I'm sitting here like,
But what the hell, boy?
'cause when I see stuff like this, I'm mad confused, bro. Here we
I'll
go.
take anybody.
My opinion is that I think you're actually a really pretty girl.
Mm-hmm.
My fact is that you are a whore.
This is what my face looks like after taking 1,000 men.
1,057.
And the sick thing about it, as men, some of y'all ninjas like that kind of ish. You know you do, bro. Don't lie to me, bro. I know, bro.
1,000 men.
Shout out to Black Madam. Yo, shout out to Black Madam. Hey, bro. Black Madam asked me yesterday if I like ghetto girls. I was like,
But what the hell, boy?
cause she be watching the show sometimes. She said, this is what you glorify. I'm like, hey, bro, it's not what I like. That's what the viewers like, okay? I like what I like, and I ain't gonna tell y'all what I like. I got a type. Everybody got a type. I got my own type. This lady per se is not my type. I don't like her facial features like that. But she not ugly though. She's straight. I don't like the you know what I'm saying? I don't like that. But here we go.
1,057. I'd happily take someone like on their 18th birthday. Like no problem. Because they're 18. 25.
She said on her 18th birthday. So like I said, now ladies, if a man was to say that about a woman, would y'all be okay with that, bro? I don't know, but it ain't my business. I'm just begging the question.
Disgusting.
I love it.
No, it's rancid.
Yeah, it's
There's
rancid.
no self-respect there, or like no self-worth at all.
I've got over 600,000 subscribers and earn over 2 million a month. I think there's a lot of people that do not find it disgusting.
And like I said, she earning over 2 million a month. Hey, bro, get the bag. Get the bag. All right, anything else before we get to the main event? Excuse me. Shoot, what is this? All right, I said we're going to discuss this real quick. Nowhere to go.
Okay,
so thousands of JobCore students face homelessness after sudden nationwide shutdown. Ninja. All right, so thousands of JobCore students have been sent home after a sudden nationwide shutdown, many with no plan, no support, and nowhere to live. For some, JobCore was their only stable housing, education, and future. Now they're left scrambling. This isn't just a policy failure, it's a crisis. Here we go. Oh, and I'm here to tell you guys, yeah, guys, companies don't care about you, bro. It's about the Benjamins. It's about the Benjamins. Same way you don't want to work there, they don't care about you working there. You are just a body to make the company make more money. Here we go.
You have nowhere to go.
Nowhere. Nobody.
What are they telling you? Like your counselors or anything? Nobody's asking you nothing?
Nope. They just said you gotta be gone within 3 days.
Okay, so
and you got to be gone within 3 days. And that's why, look, bro, that's why I don't put my faith in these people. I used to put faith in people, and I realized, bro, you got to put faith in yourself, bro, because it's like that out here in these streets. These niggas don't give a damn. They will throw you out and leave you to rot in the cold, bro. Here we go.
you get your duffel bag and pack your stuff. What's your next step? A shelter.
I'll give y'all a little anecdotal evidence. So I used to work for Tesla. Shout out to Elon. And I'm gonna preface this by saying, what I'm about to say is not any slander. I have no problems with Elon Musk. He gave me a very nice severance package on my way out. But to make a long story short, I used to work for Elon, and I remember I knew a bunch of people when I was at the job that was working for Elon, and these people flew in and they had housing and all of that, right? And then out the blue, one day they did a massive layoff, like a 10% layoff worldwide or whatever, I think, or nationwide of all his workforce, right? So I was one of the people got laid off. So imagine some of these ninjas that I was working with who was staying in these hotels and stuff, or had lodging and housing or whatever, they got laid off as well, and they had no place to go because they thought that was gonna be it, bro. They was like, bro, what am I gonna do? And I mean, the severance package was still good enough to where they could put themselves in a better position, but it was just like unexpected. So imagine these people moved to Texas from nothing, bro. They moved to Texas from wherever they came from, and they just out here 2-3 weeks later, boom, massive layoff. Crazy shit, people. Crazy shit. Here we go.
Okay, so you have
Hold up.
nowhere.
Received additional information that we have to arrange travel for all of our students for Monday. So there's a process, there is a checklist, and we're going to do everything that we're supposed to do to make sure that you have everything that you need in safe travel back to your home.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I gotta hit the sound. Yeah, bro. Fuck a job, bro. Hey, bro, get you some skills, get you a CDL, get you something that you can continually make income for the rest of your life. Develop a skill, people. Welding, what's the other one? Plumbing, even constructions, things that's gonna be needed for the rest of life. Even then, when AI come in, bro, it's curtains for half of us, bro. Okay? When AI come in, it's over with, bro. Y'all think it's a game. UBI, remember I said it, UBI. Y'all gonna see UBI. Apply for UBI. Apply for UBI. All right, I think it's time for the main event because I got to get up on out of here and go make this bread. We have other stuff I wanted to discuss, but we don't got enough time. I got to come in here earlier. All right, so let's hit the main event. 1 second. In 4, 3. Well, first, actually, let me do it like this. And y'all hit the like button. 4, 3, 2, 2. Yes, sir. All right, so main event time. Like I said, Cam'ron asked exotic dancer the Punisher to give explicit details about hookup sessions with Cassie and Diddy in the most unfiltered way. Now, personally, you know, they doing it. It's a podcast. They got to be entertaining. I mean, imagine. Look at me. I can only do so much. I could shuffle, right? I could shuffle. I could, you know, I could act funny. But you can only do so much. And I mean, they got people on their show. It's questions people want to know the answers to. Let's go to the post. And y'all answer that poll in the chat. So y'all going to see did Cam'ron go too far with his statements? Vote and tell us what you think in the comments. Let me see. Here we go. So this is what was said. Now, first things first, I'm going to tell you it's explicit. That's why I started a little bit later as well. That way you guys don't have to hear early in the morning, kitty cat this and kitty cat that, right? So, like I said, Cam'ron recently interviewed the Punisher on his show, and let's just say he was really trying to get to the nitty gritty about what went down at Diddy's alleged freak-offs. Right out the gate, hold up. Right out of the gate, to the Welcomes to New York City rapper asked the exotic dancer who actually participated in these intimate sessions what Cassie was like in bed. Now listen, the Punisher tried to swerve the diabolical question, but Cam kept the pressure on and eventually he answered. The Punisher explained that he simply couldn't get there. Here we go. It's gonna be explicit. Here we go. Normally we do this in the nighttime, but it is what it is.
How was that pussy though?
I mean, bro.
Here we go.
Nigga. How was that pussy though?
I mean, bro. Even if it was fire.
Bro, was the pussy good, family? Let's stop with political shit. We was Harlem.
But what the hell, boy?
You what?
My nigga. You 39th Street on 40th. Was the pussy? How was that pussy, my nigga?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I couldn't get there, bro.
Okay.
Like I got a dude pacing back.
Now, fellas, come to the front of the congregation, please. Come to the front of the club, please. It's not the congregation. Shout out to the church goers, but come to the front of the club, please, and form a circle, bro. Y'all niggas is wilding out here in these streets, bro. Come on, bro.
Hell, boy?
Come on, bro. Now, I'm not, I mean, look, like I said, we're going to continue. Here we go.
Back and forth, beating his joint, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My peripherals, my spider senses is wilding, you know what I'm saying? And especially when I found out it was Puff. When I found out it was Puff, it got all the way worse because if you...
Why we call this nigga Puff Daddy, bro? I'm confused, bro.
But what the hell, boy?
Why we calling this nigga Puff Daddy? I don't know. I don't get it. Here we go.
Grew up in Harlem. If you grew up in that era, I can't validate it, but everybody knows there's rumors, right? There's rumors that he could be, you know, interested in dudes. So the whole time I'm semi-paranoid. Like I wrote in my book, bro, for real. I got a hearing problem.
And that's, I'm guessing, what this whole thing was. This is a promotion of the book. Here we go.
Right.
And sometimes when he would give her directions, I would hear like something completely different. Like he'll say, yo, I like the position you in. And I'm like, yo, did he just say I wish I could penetrate him? Like,
What the hell, boy?
That doesn't even sound the same, bro. What? Does that sound the same? That doesn't sound the same to me. You say you got a hearing problem. I ain't got no hearing problems. I don't know, but here we go.
You know what I'm saying?
My ninja, the way it sound, bro, it sound like you want to hear that, bro. This ninja tripping, bro.
What the hell?
That ninja tripping, bro. It sound like you wanted to hear that, bro. Cause what, bro? That was a stretch, bro. That was a stretch, my ninja.
Like I'm hearing.
That was
like,
a
yo,
stretch.
Hold on, wait, what did you just say?
Did y'all hear that, bro? We gotta run that back, bro. Hold up, bro. Did y'all hear that, bro? That was a stretch. That was a stretch. Here we go.
My nigga, how was that pussy though?
These ninjas tripping.
I mean,
but look, and this is why I say too, when y'all wonder why, I think it's just a coming of age thing. I don't have any idols, bro. Like, that's just being real. Like, I have nobody I look up to like that. And I think that's what kind of ruined it. Cause once you see people that you like really rock with in a negative light, and I guess maybe the same thing happens for me with certain people that used to look up to me or whatever. It just changed your whole perspective. So I've seen people in the darker light. I be thinking about it, I'm like, damn, so I don't really, it's nobody I look up to. Not specifically talking about these men right here. I'm just saying in general, it's like, who should I look up to? Like, even like Will Smith, when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, I was just like, damn, bro, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, Chris Rock is a comedian. I know he made a joke about your wife, and everybody be like, oh, he's defending his wife. You're defending your wife against a comedian.
But what the hell, boy?
Like, I get it, but like, I mean, the joke was soft, but I guess he felt like he'd been poking at him. You know, you try to understand both sides, but I'm like, bro, you know, men are emotional now. Men too emotional for me. I don't like that bullshit, but here we go.
Bro, even if it was fire.
Bro, was the pussy good, family? Let's stop the political shit. We was Harlem time, my nigga. You 39th Street on 40th. Was the pussy, how was that pussy, my nigga?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I couldn't get there, bro.
And this who they want to represent me, goddamn. That's why I speak for myself. Just like that person said, I don't speak for all black men. I speak for myself. You not representing me. I represent myself.
Okay.
Like, I got a dude pacing back and forth, beating his joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My peripherals, my spider senses is wilding. You know what I'm saying? And especially when I found out it was Puff. When I found out it was Puff, it got all the way worse, because if you grew up in Harlem, if you grew up in that era, I can't validate it, but everybody knows there's rumors, right? There's rumors that he could be, you know, interested in dudes. So the whole time I'm semi-paranoid. Like I wrote in my book, bro, for real. I got a hearing problem.
Right.
And sometimes when he would give her directions, I would hear like something completely different. Like he'll say, yo, I like the position you in, and I'm like, yo, did he just say I wish I could penetrate him? Like,
but what the hell, boy?
Yeah, I think that ninja wanted that, bro, because the way he can't, bro, that's such a stretch, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a major
like,
stretch.
I'm hearing.
And the crazy thing is, you know, these ninjas from the Bronx and shit, they ain't even hit the pause. So I'm gonna hit it for them, bro. Big pause, massive pause, bro. They ain't even hit the pause, my ninja. I don't know.
Yo, hold on, wait. What did you just say?
So basically, you never could get comfortable because. So let's just be clear and get the elephant out the room for the audience. Yeah, are you?
The elephant been out the room at this point. What are y'all ninjas talking about, bro?
The hell, boy?
Come on now. Come on now.
You're not gay, you're saying?
Absolutely not, bro.
Right. My nigga. How was that pussy?
All right. We're going to go real quick to TikTok. Y'all let us know what y'all think in the comments, bro. These ninjas is wildin'. Personally, I think, I don't think it's the right time to do all that, but there's never the right time. One thing you'll understand as you get older as an adult, there is no right time. The time is now. And that's bars too. The time is now. No matter what it is, the time is now. Let me see if we can find more footage. And of course it's on his podcast. Let me see. Cam'ron, the Punisher. Here we go.
Yeah, hold on real quick. I found some nigga that played basketball with you too. I meant to tell you. He say from 39th. Nick, pull him up, plus. He say from 39th between 7th and 8th. He say he played ball in St. Nick with you?
Between 7 and 8.
Yeah, he say he used to play ball with you.
I don't know.
Alright. That's the Punisher.
Why it sound like that though?
Yeah, hold on real quick.
Alright, so that's just how it sound. They made it sound like
Nigga that
that.
played basketball with you too. I meant to tell you. He say from 39th. Nick, pull him up, plus. He say from 39th between 7th and 8th. He say he played ball in St. Nick with you?
Between 7 and 8.
Yeah, he say he used to play ball with you.
I don't know.
Alright. That's the Punisher.
But what the hell, boy?
Let me see.
Yeah, hold on real quick.
Hold on. I think we seen that one. Hold on, let me find a different one. There we see.
Got his name playing basketball. He said, but he used to play in St. Nick, or he said he played ball in St. Nick. And he said, yeah, Mace know me, probably don't want to admit it.
And then look, and that's the crazy part. That just lets y'all know, I told y'all, bro, it's a small world out in these streets. And one thing I want y'all to understand, like, whatever field you go into, the world gets smaller and smaller. Like, people start to know people. I learned that when I was finna go to law school. I ain't go, but I started to notice, I started seeing the same faces. And I was like, oh, okay, as you move up in the ranks, you're going to keep seeing the same faces around you because it's a select few. And they call those the elite of that field, of course. Here we go.
Welcome back. So guys, we are at over.
Shout out to It Is What It Is. Shout out to It Is What It Is. Free promo. They getting some free promo. You know what I'm saying? They getting free promo. Shout out to them though. Here we go.
I found some nigga that played basketball with you too. I meant to tell you. He say from 39th. Nick, pull him up, plus. He say from 39th between 7th and 8th. He say he played ball in St. Nick with you?
Between 7th and 8th.
Yeah, he say he used to play ball with you.
I don't know.
All right. That's the Punisher.
But what the hell, boy?
Anywho, I'm trying to see when they was talking. Let me see. Let me see. Punisher interview. If we can't find anything, we just leave it there. Who the hell is this dude? What the hell? Oh my God. That was terrible. All right, here we go.
So I was reading that in the beginning.
Y'all tell us what y'all think, bro.
You didn't even know.
Did he take it too far?
That it was even Puff was participating. Could you explain your first time going to one of these events?
Yeah, so I really believed they were a married couple. Like when I got there, I didn't recognize Cassie.
Right.
Like I saw her face, she looked familiar, but honestly, when I saw her, I thought she was Megan Good.
Right.
Like if I was gonna pin, I was like, yo, I think this is Megan Good. But then when I looked on the Google, Megan Good was much thicker. So I couldn't really figure it out. So, and then when she said her husband, when Puff walks out to finally, do his voyeur thing and see what's going on.
So hold on real quick. It didn't start with Puff in the room.
Nah, never started with him in the room.
Yeah, y'all niggas got an obsession with men, bro. That's weird to me, bro. I don't know. Shout out to the Diddly. Yeah, but I don't know. I ain't worried about what a man's doing, but here we go.
Okay.
It would only be me and her, and she said at some point her husband's gonna walk in, and I'm not supposed to acknowledge him, look at him, act like he's not even in the room.
Right.
But what the hell, boy?
Sorry. So, hey, it's people that live that life, bro. I don't know if I can do all that, bro. Cuck, they call it a cuck.
So we'll be like on the couch, let's say on one end of the room, and then like on the far end of the room, it'll be like a table with a chair. And eventually he'll come in the room and like sit in the area, of course, the room, like watching, and we're supposed to act like he's not there.
How often, pardon me, not how often, how long did it take until you realized that it was Diddy?
Bro, like, I want to say like over a year.
Get the fuck out of here.
This ninja gotta be slow, bro. This ninja gotta be slow. A year? Ninja, a year? Ninja, that ninja could have gutted you and you would have never known that you wouldn't even seen it coming. A year? Big pause, we just said coming.
But what the hell, boy?
A whole year? Why? So let me, how long, okay, let's, I want to stick to that for a second, but how long did you know till it was Cassie?
So the minute I found out it was Diddy, that's when I knew it was Cassie.
So it took a year for you to find out for Cassie as well?
Yeah, yo, okay. I didn't recognize it. Like when
this ninja is challenged, bro. Shout out to the, this ninja challenge, bro. This ninja gotta be challenged. A year, bro. They've been paying you a year and you don't know who these people are? Nah. Aloof. The correct term is aloof. Here we go.
I did try to do the Google searches. Like I wanted to try to figure out who it was, right. But I'm Googling a married couple.
Right.
So every result I'm getting is not leading me to the right places because they're not married.
Got you.
So then, and I never found out with a visual cue. It was a hotel, the ex's house, and I would get there, let's say 2 a.m, and sometimes nothing would pop off for hours. So in this case, they threw me in like an extra room in the suite. Mm-hmm. And just to kill time, I happened to cut on the TV, but the TV had a welcome message. So the TV said, yo, ex's house would like to welcome Mr. Sean Combs. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I had no idea, man.
So that's how you found out that it was Cassie.
And then look, so it gets even crazier, right? It gets even crazier. So that's probably why they kept engaging in whatever they was doing with this ninja, because they're thinking he's being discreet and he just didn't know that they were who they were. And so they like, okay, so this guy's good at his job. We're going to keep paying him because he know how to keep this shit on the low. And real deal, real spill what's going on is he just didn't know. He ain't have a clue. Let's continue.
And Diddy, by just cutting on the TV and seeing the introduction on the television. Wow.
On the TV.
Wow.
Yeah.
I seen also in the transcripts that you would say that it was just a sex scene in the beginning. Nothing, no intercourse. How long until you had actual intercourse? What was happening in the first few sessions when it wasn't any intercourse?
But what the hell, boy?
I'll let y'all be the judge, bro. Hey, shout out to everybody that watching the playback. Y'all let us know what y'all think, bro.
Nah, it was only the first session where it wasn't intercourse.
Okay, so 10 times, one time it was only not intercourse the first time.
The first time. And it was offered, yo, but I was so bugged out. Like this wasn't my hustle, right? So right. I'm really in there thinking this is a married couple and they want to do some voyeur sexy scene. Mm-hmm. So we did the like set up on the couches, the baby oil rub down or whatever. And then at some point, Puff jumped up. I didn't know it was him. He left the room.
And it's another thing too, because I'm always confused, bro. Because look, bro, they said the baby oil had drugs in it. So was everybody okay with feeling drugged out from the baby oil, or was that a lie that they just made up, bro? Like, I'm confused. Because if everybody put it on the baby oil, then everybody's getting drugged out, but nobody's saying the baby oil had drugs in it. So I don't know. Here we go.
She left the room to talk to him, and she came back like, yo, that was perfect. We happy. We good. And then she said to me, yo, do you want to finish? Meaning, you know, I guess, do I want to bust a nut out? You know what I'm saying?
But what the hell, boy?
Oh, shit. Sorry. Here we go.
And my first example, you know, I'm trying to be professional. Like, I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, if y'all good, I'm good. This ain't about me. And I just left, you know, but she did say, all right, well, when we get back in town, we want to hit you again. Is it okay? I'm like, yeah, I just got 2K to rub down like a super bad chick. So I'm not, of course I'm down if you want to hit me back, but it was offered to me the first time and I actually turned it down, yo. Trying to be on some professional.
Right. Was baby oil mandatory?
Mandatory, yo.
Yeah, he got a baby oil. That shit's mandatory.
Sorry. Oh man, that's crazy. Let's continue.
I seen also in the transcripts that you said it was just supposed to be like a sexy scene, meaning that Puff would tell you to move the candles a certain way or tell her to move the candles a certain way for lighting purposes for his visual. Could you explain that?
Yeah, so like when I first got in there, she made it clear that this was a scene we were setting up for her husband.
Okay.
So,
and also just to let y'all know, when it comes to the case, I don't know why they haven't said this yet. Basically, what it sounds like is they was recording corn. So I don't know how this is a trafficking case. I'm assuming it's because they was flying out and doing this stuff and money was involved. But other than that, they was just basically recording corn, people. Here we go.
You know, it was like couches, all the furniture in the suite was covered in sheets. Like everything was covered in sheets. So it was like a...
You know they was getting down and nasty up in there. Damn. That's why they had to cover everything. Oh.
Single chair,
a lot of
juices,
juices.
like a big sofa. And we were supposed to sit on there and kind of, I'm supposed to put oil on myself. She's supposed to do the same. And then at some point we're rubbing on each other and we doing little like masturbating. I'm masturbating, she's masturbating, but you could tell it was act.
Right.
Like we're like in character, like one of them corny Cinemax movies. You know what I'm saying? Like the sex scene in them little Cinemax movies. So we're trying to make it look.
So basically, based off of my interpretations, this Ninja Diddy was trying to create like in real life corn. So the corn that he's seen on the videos wasn't enough. I think that's what it is. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. So he was trying to make in life corn. So reality corn, like watch it in front of him while it's going on. And that's what was going down, basically.
Like the part, you know, and then he would give subtle cues because he's across the room and the room's dark, everything's candle lit. And he'll say like, yo, move a little bit, yo, move the candle, I can't really see, or move the body. And he would never talk to me, not one word to me, only to her. And if it's instructions for me, it goes to her and she tells me.
But
so
what the hell, boy?
Like a real scripted kind of routine, and it really went like that every single time.
So he was basically orchestrating a sex scene without directly talking to you, but telling her.
That's what I'm saying, guys. So that's probably how he get off, if he get off. Here we go.
And he's half the time he's beating off and he's walking side to side. So it was definitely a difficult space to try to be in. But I ain't no front, bro. At the time, I'm greedy. I want this bread. You know what I'm saying?
Here we go.
That's the scenario, and I'm trying to make it work, but it was tough, man.
They said this ninja was beating off and walking side to side. Yeah, I would have been cooked, bro. I would have been like,
but what the hell, boy?
Here we go.
It was tough.
It was just a veil. Somebody told me he had a Yankee fitted over the veil. Like what? Like everything. So everything was just covering the face. Super duper pause and naked from the neck down every single time.
Every single time, man. So that's a little construed, right? It was a veil, just period. Like the ones the Muslim women wear, so you don't see anything but the eyes.
But what the hell, boy?
I don't even know I need more sound. I'm gonna get more sounds, guys. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna have low key. I have this soundboard. I might start using this soundboard so I can have access to extra sounds because this is crazy at this point.
But I think at some point after like the year and change, and it was a while, he wore the veil for a minute.
Right.
I think they might have figured out. I saw the TV. And
not even that. Yeah, they got comfortable and they came out with it, bro.
What the hell,
they came out and it was like, yeah, this is who we are. This is us.
At some point, he just changed to a Yankee fitted. So at some point he dropped the veil, and I guess he knew. Maybe he saw the TV on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I probably left it, and I guess he figured out. Homie figured it out. So he stopped wearing a veil, and he was just.
And he was just diddly. Damn. Anything else? Let me see.
I don't want this to go left.
Right.
So,
well, listen, man, we're going to get you some pink horsepower because it don't matter what the situation is. That joint work. We're going to, you from the block, we'll send you a case up there.
All right, man, before we go, we're gonna show y'all the pink horsepower.
Nigga, that ain't about nothing.
Hold
Did
up.
you go raw ever?
Oh, well, let me see.
Yo, bro, yeah, for real, bro. That same day when he threw the stack of hundreds,
right?
Like we were on the bed and I started out, I'm eating a box, right?
And that's why they call him Diddy Dirty Money. Ugh.
But what the hell, boy?
And after, you would tell it was like some excitement, some connection. So when I pop up, she's scooting towards me for the penetration, and she kind of looked at him, and he was like, "Yo, go ahead, have a good time." And I was wild reckless. I just
right.
It was what it was.
So it's only one time you went raw. You repeatedly went raw.
Yeah, I think my boy Cam, you asking too much, bro.
But what the hell, boy?
You asking too much. If y'all want to know about that horsepower before we get up on out of here, and we'll be back in here at like 6:30 or 7. Y'all look for my page, turn on your notifications. The horsepower, this is the horsepower right here. 1 second, people, 1 second. And if you guys remember when Diddy first got caught up, they had Cam on live television. They had this ninja on live television. And here's him drinking the horsepower.
Is there something known in the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
So I'm going to get some cheeks after this horsepower joint.
Bro, that was live television. This ninja came on national TV and said it. Here we go. He said, I'm going to get some cheeks after this. Boy, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, bro. Shout out to these ninjas everywhere, bro. Shout out to the ninjas.
My nigga.
Crazy, bro.
I don't know what Mace said. Mace took me to Biggie. I don't really know Puffers like Mace know Puff. So I appreciate what Mace said. And of course, that's my brother. So if he felt that way, then he felt that way. I can't really tell you how Puff moves or anything like that. Mace may know better than me because he was signed to Puff. I wasn't. But my show does come on at 8 a.m. East.
Is there something known in the industry about how Diddy treated his artists?
That's that horsepower drink, people. And yeah. More of the story. We'll keep you guys updated on the Diddy case. Past that, shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance. You are the core. This was the Black Pill Podcast. We back in here later, man. Like I said, 6:37. Y'all look for my page. Turn on your notifications. Follow for more. I'm outie, man. Deuces. Yes, sir.